Hello and welcome to my belated monthly online workshop. So this is actually the February workshop, but it is the 2nd of March. I can only apologise. We had family emergency and I'm just about keeping my head above water, but I'm aware that I hadn't done this, so I wanted to try and share it with you. So apologies, no seeing my face today. It's pretty bloated and yeah. So I've got 4 projects for you, really fun ones, and I'm using the Easter time mix and match ephemera pack, which is really super. And you've got all sorts of spring things, flowers, Easter eggs, bunnies, all sorts. So I'll share that with you. And when you spend £50 in my online store, I will send you the kit to make all of these projects, and that includes what you need from the ephemera pack. Okay, so first project is using a basic beige card base. Oh, that's right, the stamp set that I'm using is the Reason to Celebrate. So it's just got lots of different occasions on it. So we've got the Happy and Easter. And that, when I first stamped it, I thought, oh, the R hasn't gone on properly, but actually it's deliberate. It's meant to be like that. So fun. And I love the bunny and the basket. So I'm going to show you how to make that. I think I've got everything ready, and I just apologise if I'm not, my concentration's not complete, so please bear with me. Okay, so we've got a half of A4, so 10.5 by 29.6, and I need to score that in 2 places. So I'm going to score it in half. We're making a Z fold. I'm going to score it in half at, oops, let's get that one out of the way, at 14.8. I need to have this round the other way so you can see it. I don't normally have it this way, but it won't fit on otherwise. 14.8, and I've realised I haven't got my glasses on either, but not to worry. Right, so I'm going to give that a good score there. Yep. And then I want half of this, no, bring it down so you can see. A half of this, which is going to be, so that was 14.8, so this is going to be 7.4. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Now, I think I've cut everything, so okay. So I'm going to need my bond folder. Give it a good crease. So in half at 14.8, and then in half again, and I'm folding it backwards, and that was 7.4. Just going to make sure it's straight. There we go. I've also think I've got a little bit of an overlay, so I'm just going to trim that off. Just goes to show that your card stock's not exactly. There we go. Just get that off. Okay, so this is quite an easy one, and then I've got a strip which is 3.2 centimetres. I'm assuming that's 1.25 inches. Yeah, 1.25 inches, so 3.2 centimetres, and that's going to go and fold in. But we'll do that in a minute because I need to put my designer series paper on. So I've got a piece of white which is 14.3 by 10, and that's going to go in here, and that would be where you write your message. I'm just going to use my Seal Plus. Found a new way to hold this, which makes it run much better. I was watching a YouTube video and I saw another demonstrator holding it like that, and I thought, oh, I wonder if that's any easier, and I have to say it is. So okay, let's pop this in here. Trying to get it straight. Okay, there we go. And then this piece is going to go on the front here. You can put another piece there if you want to. I think I did on my original one. I did, but I haven't cut another bit, and you just leave it blank. Oh, see, I went back to my normal way there. There we go. And this is from the, I can't remember what it's called. Lovely Blossoms. So it's the one with all the flowers. I'm using different papers today and different products, just so you get to see a bit of a variety. Okay, just line that up. Let's line that up with the white. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now I can do my smaller piece, and I am going to need to score that. So, and it's the same measurements as the actual card. I'm going to score it at 7.4. And 14.8. I should have put my glasses on. And I'm going to fold and crease. I'm getting a little bit of a edge with the blade, so I'm just, when it was cut, so I'm just smoothing that down. Right, so the long bit is going to go across the front. Whoops, a daisy, can't get hold of it. And the shorter bit is going to go at the back. And then when it folds down, it should be perfect fit. And I'm doing it kind of lower, slightly lower down. It might go slightly over, but that's okay. So this bit I can glue up to where my finger is. Right, let's mark it with a pencil and then I can let go. There we go. Okay. So it's going to pop some Seal Plus on. It definitely is easier holding it this way. Okay. That's the long bit, so that's going to go in the bottom half of the card. And I've just lined that up. There we go. And then this bit, the same thing, is going to go on the white bit of card inside. And put that down, and then I can just, if I lay that flat and then lay that down on top of it, there we go. Lovely jubbly. Have I got a bit hanging over? A fraction. So let's just trim that. You can use scissors. I'm going to use my little mini guillotine just to get that tiny little bit off. There we go. Okay, got that. Okay. And then I've die cut from the Stylish Shapes, one of the banners, and I'm going to stamp the Happy Easter on that. Now, I obviously didn't get my bunny and my basket out, so I need to do that. Where's my ephemera pack here? I thought I had got them out, but maybe I put them in a different envelope if they're not in here. I feel like I'm mumbling. So I'm sorry. So I want the oh, there's the bunny, and I want the basket. Mr. Bunny, and the basket. There's the basket. So this just makes everything so quick and easy. And I need to do a PDF for you with the list of the products, and but you don't need their numbers. You just need to put in Easter time mix and match ephemera pack, or just put ephemera in and it'll bring all the ephemera packs up. But this one is really, really lovely. Okay, so I'm going to do some stamping now, and I think we're stamped in Balmy Blue and Pecan Pie. And I'm going to use my stamping positioning tool because it is so amazing. I'm just finding stamping so much easier with this. Right, let's get this. So I want Happy. So this is our new packaging, and what I've done is I've just, on the hard bit of plastic, I've just gone round with my black marker so that I know where everything should go and if I'm missing something. Like the other day I found this stamp on here and I knew that it needed to go in there. So Happy Easter. And it's got the funny R, which is fine. Okay, so let me line those up. Actually, I think I'm going to do them one at a time because, just because. Okay, so I want it over to the right. So let me see where I'm going to put this. Line that up, and I want that. Yeah, that should be perfect. Get it straight on my line. Put my magnets on. Put my stamp on. So I'm going to want that at the bottom, and I'm doing it nearly right up to the arrow. Okay, there we go. Happy Easter. There we go. Right, and I'm going to get my pecan pie. Just need to be careful I don't lose that. Let's put that up there. Sorry. Okay. Oh no, I've lost it. Oh, I've found it. That was a big mistake. I'm going to go and get my glasses. I won't be a second. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. And I've got my glasses on and I'm going to concentrate now. Where did I put that Happy that I just picked up? There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to ink up my Easter. And the great thing about the stamping positioning tool is that if it's not inked enough, which I don't think this is. Okay, so that's good. I'll show you. It's not inked up enough. You see the E and the R are not inked up enough, so I can just go back, put some more ink on. And go back. Make sure it's lined up, because this one does wobble a bit, but yay! Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, I don't want the pretty pecan pie anymore. I want the balmy blue. Just need to clean that stamp and move it out of the way. There we go. Okay, that's going to go back. I think I might be using it again, but I'll put it away just to be safe. Easter. Okay, and then I've got my Happy. It's going to go up here, right above that Easter in the middle. Just move that magnet closer. Wrong way around. There we go. I'm just going to ink that up. Looks like I've got quite good coverage on that. There we go. Whoop, whoop. Oh, that made life so much easier. Honestly, it really did. Let me just clean that. I'm not sure. I think I might need the balmy blue. I'll keep it because it's in a tricky position to get out. I'm just going to clean the happy. I'll pop that away so I don't lose it. Gosh, that was a narrow escape, it dropping on the floor. Let me just move that out of the way. Okay, I'll put my happy back so I don't lose that because it is tiny. I've used it loads already. Okay, right, so I've got my card base. I've got my basket with the eggs in. And what you can do is I just went over the eggs with some, no, that's gold. I don't want gold. I don't know if it is gold actually. No, it's not. I just went over the eggs with some Wink of Stella. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. Whoops, a daisy. Yeah, just about. Okay, so I'm going to pop that on there with dimensionals, which I've got here. Take those out. What I did on my original card, I'm just going to pop a small dimensional there. I need my scissors. When I say small dimensional, I mean a half. The ones that go around the edge are really useful. Let's pop that one up here. No, well, that's okay. I put my bow on that side, but I can do it on the other side. It's okay. When I did the bow on my first one, so that's going to sit up like so. There we go. Let me show you. When I put the bow on this one, I actually wrapped it round. Can you see there? It's wrapped round. But I realised I didn't need to do that. I could just tie a bow and then use a glue dot. So that is what I'm going to do this time. Just because it's easier and also it uses less ribbon. So I'm just going to tie a little bow. Okay. There we go. With my ribbon scissors. I think I made it a bit smaller than that. It was a bit too big. Oh, come on. That's it. Cut it again. Get all the excess bits out of the way. And get a glue dot. And I can pop that. Because it's not getting wrapped round, it doesn't matter where I put the glue. That's going on there. Okay, so now back to the front. I've got my label, which is going to go flat on there. So I'm going to glue the bottom half. I might use wet glue for this actually. Just make sure I've got it the right way up. So I want this bit here. Yeah, because the top half is going to stick out. Okay, pop that on there like so. So I'm lining up my V with the edge of the card. Okay, and then my bunny is just going to go there, and again with dimensionals. Sorry, my voice has gone really croaky. I don't know what's going on. That's just a little bit of dimensionals. I must be out of a kit. Brilliant, our kits. Dimensionals and tear and tape and blocks and little ink spots. Fantastic. Right, okay. So he is going across there like that. Okay. Now, I'm using these Easter assortment. So you've got little mini Easter eggs in the pink. And then you've got balmy blue and lemon lolly. So I'm going to use balmy blue because I stamped balmy blue there. So I'm going to pop one over here. I might do two over here actually because you might stand out a bit more against the... And they're all the same size. And then I'll put one over there. Okay, so there's card number 1. So fun, and as you saw, you know, with the bunny in the basket, just made it so quick. Yeah, I think I prefer the 2 there. Okay, card number 1. So let's move on to card number 2. And this is using the Easter paper, Easter Joy paper. And you get these fronts, card fronts. I'll show you some. I've got some here to use. And then you just need to cut them down to the size of your card base. So really, really useful. Those are. So I'm using one of those, and I'm using Shy Shamrock card base because that's an in colour that's retiring, and yeah, beautiful colour. And then this card front has already got the Shy Shamrock in it, so I thought that would be perfect. Okay, it's oh, that's, I've churned it round, so I'm using a different card front. Still got the Shy Shamrock, and it's still got the clouds. Doesn't have the wheelbarrow and the carrots, but I've still got place to put my watering can. So I thought we'd give that a try and see what that looks like. And I've just got my white for the inside because obviously the Shy Shamrock's quite bright. So let me pop that inside. Let me make sure I've got it the right way round. Yes, I have. It's got a bit. Bone folders are brilliant for getting rid of creases. Okay, let me just pop this inside. And then you've got somewhere to write your message. There we go. So all I've got to do, so I've cut this down because this was, I think it's 6 by 4. So I've cut it down to 14.3 by 9.8. Just so that I've got an even border all round the back. And isn't that lovely on the other side? Like a picnic blanket. So let's pop some Seal Plus on here. Holding it like that makes it so much easier. Okay. There we go. So now I need to find my watering can. And there's one in, I think that's Highland Heather. Should say the colours on it actually. Oh, it's Gorgeous Grape. But I'm going to go for the blue one. So let's find the blue one. There it is. So you get 2 of each design in this ephemera pack. So I will need to order some more when you put your orders in so that I can make sure I give you what I've used. Okay, and then that's going to go on with dimensionals. Could even do it pouring if you wanted, but no, it'll come off the edge. So right, so dimensionals, let's give them, use the backing sides. there, down there. Whoops, haven't cut that one. I thought I had, but it hadn't gone through. And pop that in there. And then I just want a little bit for the spout. There we go. Okay, and also don't forget, when you spend £50, because it's an online workshop, I will send you everything that you need to make these cards. But also, if you share my video, I'll put you in a draw, and I have the fabulous saying stamp set to give away. So yeah, please share and you'll go into a draw for that. So I just need to do my bow again and pop that on with a glue dot. No, too big. Whoops a daisy. More fingers and thumbs, and I don't want to spend ages doing a bow. Right, glue dot. And pop that underneath the... Okay, and on that one I did stamp a sentiment, sending smiles, but I don't actually want to do that on this one because it will detract from it because of the layout. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. And there you go, you've got choice of landscape or portrait, but both lovely and very quick and simple, as you saw. Okay, so that's card 2. Moving swiftly on. I didn't put any oh, I put some yellow on there. Should be a third one on there. Let's just do that quickly. It must have come off, but I'm not sure you can really see them, so I'm not going to bother with that one. Okay, right, card 3, and then the last one is a 3D project. Oh, I love this one. Another Happy Easter. So I was right, I am going to stamp that again. And I embossed with the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. Okay, and the wreath and the bunny are both from the ephemera pack. So cute. So I've got card base, which is half of A4, so 21 by 14.8, scored in half at 10.5. Then this is 9 by 13.3, and this must be 14.3. Oh, it's not actually, it's 13.8 by 9.5. So I've gone down a centimetre, and then I've gone down half a centimetre. So I'm going to pop that on with wet glue because of the raised edges from the embossing. Oh, not coming out. Come on. There we go. Right, let's put that on. To my lemon lolly. And I want to try and get it equal all the way around. Yep, looking good. And then I'll put my lemon lolly on with Seal Plus. Make sure it doesn't fall off. There we go. Bring that across there. Make sure it's about even. Yeah, looks like that is okay. Let's make sure it's stuck down now. There we go. Now with this one, I didn't die cut, I just cut. So I'm going to stamp my Happy Easter again. Let's bring the positioning tool in. And I did it all in pecan pie this time. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. Pecan pie. I thought I'd done balmy blue, but and the lemon lolly wouldn't show. I wonder if I did the garden green. No, I'll stick with pecan pie. Right, stamp set. So I'm going to do them separately again. You could, I did try to line up both of them, but I think it's a bit tricky. So, and this time I want it in the middle. Make sure I get good coverage this time. Yeah, that looks okay. Smoothed a bit. Here we go. Yeah, okay. And then I want to do the happy. I've got an itchy nose. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means I'm going to sneeze. Happy Easter. Can't believe Easter's. Yeah, it must be 4 weeks on Friday. Wow. Good Friday. Happy. Where's the happy? There it is. Oh, it's moved. How annoying. Right, okay. And I've got ink on my fingers. Hold on. I think I need to wet my chamois a bit. Right, Happy Easter. It's okay. Just put my magnets back. Ink my happy. There we go. Perfect. Lovely. Let's close that ink pad before I have an accident. Okay. Oh, my itchy nose is really irritating me. Right, let's clean that stamp. Because our next project is a 3D project, so there's no stamping. But it's a fun little one. Right, let's pop that away before I lose it. Happy. There we go. And that can go as well. So what I did with this one, I took my heartfelt hexagon punch, and where the round is coming out, I just popped it through. I've just eyeballed it, and then I've got like an edge like that, and then I've just done the other side. You could just cut it, line it up and do it like you would a banner, but I just thought for a bit of a change. So Easter. Yeah, just a little bit of fun. I need to, it's too wide, so I'm just going to trim that. Not quite straight. That's better. There we go. Okay, so now we can put our card together. And I need to find my bunny and wreath. And they're on the same page, so that's handy. There's the wreath. I think it's probably Daffodil Delight, but I like the lemon lolly on the card. So bright and sunny. Okay, then that will pop out. And he will go through the middle. Like that. Yay! So just a little bit of wet glue on the bottom. There we go. And then I'll pop a little bit behind his ears. That there. And I didn't put it on with dimensionals deliberately because I've got the embossing folder. It's already a little bit raised and I didn't want to have the extra postage, but you could really easily put it on with dimensionals. In fact, let's do that, and then I'll have to give this one away to someone rather than post it. I'll pop that over there, that there, and that there, and I think I'm going to need some new dimensionals. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's cut 1 1/2 and for his ears. I'm saying he, it could be a she. Whoops, the backing's come off, so it's sticking to me. And one there. What time is it? Because I've got the dentist today. 9:44, that's okay. Right, so that's going to go in the middle. Like so. And then the Happy Easter will go underneath. And let's pop that up with dimensionals as well this time. And you can see the difference. So cute. Love it. Really love it. So there's the one that's flat and there's the one on dimensionals. Can't really tell the difference, I don't think. And let's just pop some yellow stickers on. Not stickers, yellow dots. So one up there. One there. Oh, it's so cute. I think that might be my favourite, but I do like the first one. Anyway, that's card 3. So the next project is a 3D project, which I absolutely love. And I'm still on my crusade of using up my in colours that are retiring. So this is Peach Pie. And we've got our bunny from the Easter basket set. And we've got a little chick and we've got some Easter eggs. And then inside, oh, they're stuck. I don't know if you can see, but I've got some mini Easter eggs. So let me show you how to do that. And I have, yes, I have. I've gone ahead and done my bunny and stamping and everything first. I'm really glad I did that because I'm just not with it today. So please accept my apologies. Okay, and I've got a bit of grass. So we've got 2. Oh, let me show you the dies. I think I've shown them to you before, but I'll just show them to you again. Oh, I've got so many stamp sets here. Oh, where are they? Right, wouldn't you know, they're right at the bottom. So Easter basket. So there's my 2 bunnies and the carrot and the eggs and the chick. And then there's the dies with the basket and the weaving and the grass. So really fun. Let me put that away before I lose it, because I'm not stamping anything now. And the ephemera as well before I lose that. And then we can crack on. Okay. Sorry, I've just knocked the camera again. So I've die cut 2 of the baskets. Okay, and I've got 1, 2, 3 bits for the weaving. I'll show you how to do that. And then I've got 2 of the scallops, although I only did 1 on that one by the looks of it. Okay, did I only do 1? No, I didn't. I did 2. That's okay. And a bow, which I replaced with the Balmy Blue bow. And I've got eggs. I've got 1 egg there, 2 eggs there. I've got a chick. I've got grass, and I've got my 2 bunnies. Oh, I've actually got 4 scallops. So anyway, that's fine. So to make this into a 3D project, you could just do all this flat and put it on a card, which I probably will do for Easter. That's great. But I like, you know, I've got some little nieces I would like to give something fun to. So this will be perfect for that. And you need a piece of card. Now this is in Imperial, because I didn't go, I did an online retreat, and this was one of the projects, and it was in Imperial. So my card stock is 3 3/4 by 3 1/2, and then I've scored it on the 3 1/2 side. I've scored it at 1 1/4 and 2 1/4. So you can do 1 1/4, turn it around and do 1 1/4. And then on the long side, I've scored it at 1 and 2 3/4. Or what I do is 1, turn it around, and then do 1 again. So I'm just going to crease my score lines. I mean, it's just a basic box, really, and you could do it deeper if you wanted to. This I've managed to get 2 little mini eggs in there. Right, I think I've done all 4 sides. So now I need to cut and make my basket. So the width of the basket is going to be this way, okay? And the side, so that's the 3 3/4 side. Okay, so I'm going to cut up here at the short side. I keep forgetting I've got to go to the dentist and keep an eye on the time. That's okay, I'm fine for time. Okay, and I'm going to chop a little bit off so that they don't overlap. There we go. Whoops-a-daisy. And the same on this one. I'm going up the score line. These scissors, I don't know what I've done to them. I think I've broken them. They're kind of overlapping. And again, I'm going to chop the top bit off. Okay, I just need some wet glue. And need my pegs. Looks like I might have scored it slightly wrong, but that's okay. I'll make it work. Okay. There we go. And then that's going to go across like that. So I'm just going to trim that bit. Don't quite know what I've done wrong there, but the measurements are right. So I'm sorry, I told you I'm just not with it. And then I'm going to put some glue on here. Put that up. My peg in again. So that can be, while that's drying, I'm going to pop that to one side. Oh, I've got glue all over me now. And I can get my basket ready. So I'm going to need my glue again, actually. So I'm going to put my scallops along the top. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue along there. All fingers and thumbs, which doesn't help. That's one. And two. Now, I've only done the weaving at the front. I'm not going to do the back. And what you do is you take it, you can do them with any colours, and you've got lines through here, gaps, yeah. So you just pop it through. There we go. Okay. I think I'm just going to leave it at the one, actually. I really haven't got I'm all fingers and thumbs, so I'm just going to trim that. And you can glue the ends to stop it from moving. Okay, there we go. Now I need to do my grass, and his grass is just popping up from behind. So a bit more wet glue. Oh dear. There we go. That's it. Bring it up a little bit. Okay. And what else do I need? Oh, yeah, I'm going to put my eggs and my chick on the front. Now, I think I used glue dots before, so, and they keep kind of wanting to come off the egg, so I'm actually going to use, have I got my jumper on the right way around? I'm actually going to put some wet glue on this time to give them a bit of a better, I think this glue's nearly had it. So let's pop the chick up there. And then I just coloured these eggs with my blends, and I used Lemon Lolly, Balmy Blue and Pretty in Pink, which is another retiring income. There's not very much on there. There we go. Just put them on either side of the little chick. And that's also holding the weaving bit in place. There we go. Okay. So then I've got my two bunnies, which I stamped onto basic white in Memento. And then this one I went round with Smoky Slate, just for a bit of shading. And this one I did Pool Party. And I'm not actually sure. I think probably the grey is more appropriate. Actually, it might be grey granite. I'm not sure. I think it was Smoky Slate. Okay, so my box should be dry now. Get those out of the way. How are we doing for time? Okay, and I've got my mini eggs. 1, 2. Come on, stand up. Get the other one in there. There we go. And then all you've got to do now is pop the basket either side. So I'm going to start with the back one. I'll pop glue. Yeah, this one is just about had it. I'm just going to get my silicone mat so that it doesn't go through onto my paper. Okay, and I'm going to line it up with the bottom of the basket. And stand it up. Make sure that's right down to the bottom. Yep, perfect. Okay, and then I'm just going to do the same with the other one and line it up. So I'm going to stand it up, line it up, and push it down. Yay, there you got your basket. Now I've got to put my bunnies in. So, oh, I did two, yeah. So on this basket I did that one. Why don't we change him over and have this one this time? And so he's just going to be standing. So all I need to do is glue the bottom of him. Okay, and then it comes with a bow, which I just popped on the side there. Or as I did with this one, I tied it round both handles to hold it together. But let's just pop this one on for now. Yay! There you go. Oh, so cute and so easy to make, really, once you've die cut everything out. So that's our 3D project. Oh, that's just moved. That's me moving it. Let's put that down. There we go. Okay, so our 3D project. Then we've got card 1 was the Z fold with the Easter bunny and the basket. Card 2 was the watering can, portrait or landscape. And card 3 was the Easter bunny again. So really fun. So I hope you've enjoyed my workshop. Don't forget, when you spend £50, you'll get all the projects and I will send you everything ready to go. I will emboss, I will send you the ephemera bits that you need, the card bases, everything. I will die cut your baskets and everything for you and send you all the bits that you need. And when you share my video, I will do a draw for the fabulous saying stamp set. Thanks for joining me. Link is in the description, and I'm hoping to be back on Friday for Friday with Fiona, but watch this space. I will post if I'm not able to do it. Thanks for joining me. Bye.